of Charlamagne the God. He's a donkey.
Oh, man, Charlamagne, you giving Donkey of the Day to who now?
Well, Buster Rhymes, Donkey of the Day for Wednesday, February 26th goes to Sean Simpson. Sean Simpson is a 16-year-old North Carolina teenager who broke down in tears in court after being charged as an adult for murder. Let's go to Fox 46 for the report, please.
Sean Simpson came into Gaston County Court at points wiping away his tears as he stood before a judge. Just 16 years old, he's being charged with first-degree murder as an adult. That's as a result of a law change that went into effect in December, which allows teens his age to be charged as an adult in certain crimes. There was a realization that during this proceeding that the gravity was hitting him, a grand jury indictment that could come in the near future, and a moment that hit when a judge told him that he would not be seeing freedom anytime soon.
Court may impose a hold without bond. Court finds sufficient allegations to support the charges. Considering the relevant charges, he is ordered held without bond.
But it was something that Zaquavius Dawkins' family says they needed to be here for. Simpson accused of killing Dawkins Sunday night along Chester Street. Simpson also accused with attempted first-degree murder involving another victim. Dawkins' family says he was going to get medical supplies for his mother when he was killed.
I would say this is a teachable moment, but I've been alive 46 years, and I haven't seen too many of you learn yet. Okay, all of these are reruns, sadly. I don't understand why we aren't breaking this cycle. I don't understand why we aren't learning. I mean, truthfully, this was me at 16 or 17. Of course, I never killed anyone, but I've been in dumbass situations like this when I was 16 or 17. I went to jail for assault and battery with intent to kill. Okay, the charge got changed to pointing and presenting a firearm, but I was literally just in the backseat of a car, and one of my homies shot at another car. Just dumb and young and reckless. Wasn't about nothing, just teenage kids who don't really know any better. I wrote about it in my first book, Black Privilege Opportunity Comes to Those Who Create It. And the reason I'm telling this story is because when my homie shot, there was 3 people in the car. The bullet hit the headrest of the seat nobody was sitting in. The empty seat behind the passenger seat. But what if that seat wasn't empty? Then I'd go to jail for accessory to murder unless I snitched, which I probably would have. My point is, trouble is easy to get into and hard to get out of, and none of us have the time stone from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, okay? The time stone allows the user to control time. You can rewind, fast forward, travel through time. When you see this young man, Sean Simpson, break down like that in court, don't you think he wish he had a time stone so he could rewind the time and not do what he did? Of course he would. Of course. Okay, Sean and the young man he killed, Zaquavius Dawkins, had a fight, according to People magazine, the previous year at Ashbrook High School. I don't know who won the fight, but it clearly wasn't Sean. And guess what? Kids, you got to learn to take an ass whipping, okay? Because these are just all hypotheticals I'm about to spew. But if you fight, get your ass whipped, even if it goes viral, so what? Okay, when anger rises, think of the consequences. Would you rather go viral because you got your ass beat in school, or would you rather go viral because you in the courtroom getting charged with murder, and then when you get charged with murder, you looking like Simba screaming out after Mufasa got trampled by the wildebeest? Okay, this is exactly what Simba felt in that moment, a mix of shock, grief, and disbelief. But the grief you feel spending the rest of your life in jail because you're getting charged as an adult isn't the same as the grief Zaquavius' mother feels. So I don't feel bad for you. Okay, I'm sad about the situation because 2 young black men aren't going to have a future, and society, keeps failing these young men. I read that Sean is being held in the Gaston Adolescent Center where he has been undergoing treatment. Okay, the center treats children and adolescents that have significant emotional and behavioral difficulties. Now, I'm not the highest grade of weed in the dispensary, but why wasn't he getting this treatment before he committed a murder? I guess I still got to say allegedly, but allegedly. Okay, there had to be signs. There had to be some type of disciplinary issues at home and in school, but those signs were clearly ignored. But of course, we don't get people help until it's way too late, and that's what I'm sad about. Okay, these things could be prevented, but I don't feel bad for Sean. Okay, because Zaquavius was walking to a store to buy items for his disabled mother, and that's when Sean shot him. That's when Sean shot him. Okay, listen to me read what it says. Okay, this is what it says happened in People magazine. I'm gonna read this, and you tell me what movie this sounds like. Zaquavius and his friend walk into Family Dollar to get items for Zaquavius' mother. A black Tesla drives past, and the boy in the backseat, identified as Sean Simpson, shouts something out the window. Zaquavius and his friend began to run. When the car returns again, Sean Simpson allegedly starts shooting from the back, and that's how poor Zaquavius got shot and killed. What movie does that sound like? Boys in the damn
I was
hood.
ready to say Boys in the Hood,
Yeah.
Ricky. Okay.
But this ain't no movie, dog. Okay, Zaquavius is dead for real because Sean Simpson made a choice that he is clearly now regretting and that he clearly can't change. And destiny is not a matter of chance. It's always a matter of choice. And I'm sad that Sean Simpson didn't make a better choice, but I'm not moved by Sean Simpson's tears. I'm not moved by his outburst in court. You know why? Because I know Zaquavius Dawkins' mother is crying way harder than Sean ever will. Okay? There is a quote, and the quote is, everyone makes mistakes in life, but that doesn't mean they have to pay for them for the rest of their life. Kids, I want to tell y'all, that quote is a lie. Okay? Yes, everyone makes mistakes in life, and depending what that mistake is, you will probably pay for it for the rest of your life, literally. And first-degree murder in North Carolina is absolutely a life sentence. Please give Sean Simpson the biggest hee-haw. 16 years old, man.
16.
That's
16
crazy.
years old.
That's crazy. But for me, it was him breaking down. Like,
Realizing what it is?
Yeah, like, you know.
Too late?
Nah, it is.
It's
You
too
know,
late.
you out here trying to be a YN, you about to go to jail and be a YB.
Dad.
Nope, I'm sorry. I do not be feeling sorry for, like, yo, come on. Like, that little boy not here no more.
Right.
And this is all because you couldn't just fight him. You couldn't just keep fighting him. Ain't that how it used to be back in the day? You before you go get a gun, you keep fighting until you win or whatever. Just
Well, I mean, people used to come back blasted too. We used to say the same thing back in the day. I think now it's heightened
yeah, I was
because
gonna
if it's
say,
recorded
yeah.
and it goes viral, not a world sees it,
But it was-
as opposed to just your hood.
yeah, but it happens often, like almost every day.
Happens
now,
a lot more.
Now
It seems
it's
like
a
guns
day.
are more accessible.
Yeah, like what was
At a higher rate,
You
right?
know?
Because growing up, you probably only, I'm from New York.
Mm-hmm.
Country is a lot different, but you might have only known one person with a gun.
Yeah,
Or,
yeah.
or maybe two people with
I'm
a
not
gun.
about to
Or
say
you was
tell
even
that
scared
lie.
to, yo, honestly,
'Cause we-
like,
'cause
you
I
used
don't
to
know
be
what-
scared to
'cause New
touch
York-
guns.
What world have y'all lived in?
We didn't have guns, and then if in New York, you'd automatically get, I think it's 2 years or 3 years in prison if you were found with a gun. So
I'm
you
46 years old. Gun violence has been going on since
It
the
has,
beginning of time.
but I didn't know. Now it seems like
understand.
every kid has a gun, like
Yeah.
and not just small guns. I mean ARs. I mean shotguns. I mean
Why you always
Uzis. I
act like
mean
somebody,
extended
everybody
clips.
had to
Like
grow
it's
up just like you or something. Like we
The country's
all
a little
live in
different.
different areas.
We're,
I get
we're,
guns at
we're
16.
acting like this is a new conversation.
No, we're not acting like this is a new
This
conversation.
is not a new conversation.
We just
Gun-
don't all have the same.
No. Gun violence has been
perspective.
going on since the beginning of time. And even
It has,
and by the way, I just
but
mentioned
it's
one
worse
movie,
now.
Boys in the Hood.
Right.
This is the same scenario from Menace to Society
Menace to
too.
Society.
Dude get beat up and he come back blasting. This is life, sadly.
Yeah,
And that's why I said the
understand.
cycle doesn't ever break. This has been going on for a long, long time. I'm not gonna sit here and tell that lie like, the gun violence has not been prevalent for a long time.
It has, but it seems like it's gotten worse in the last couple of years.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
It's just when somebody else got a different opinion. Respect it and shut up.
Or maybe we just care more because we're
Like-
adults now. Because think about it, when we was
too.
young, we used to glorify it. When we was young, you kind of used to celebrate it a lot.
Right.
That's just the fact of
But
the matter.
let's open up the phone lines about this kid. 800-585-1051. Do you feel bad for this kid? He's 16 years old. He allegedly shot 2 teens. He's not going to be charged as a child. He's going to be charged as an adult. He broke down in court yesterday crying, so you can tell where his mind frame is. 800-585-1051. Let's discuss.
Yeah, let's discuss.
You feel sympathy? Do you feel sad for this young man? Something
I feel
failed him.
sad for the situation of the cycle that never seems to end.
I'm sad for the little boy mother who not here.
Definitely.
no more.
That's part of the cycle.
that's-
Let's-
yeah, but that's who I'm sad for.
Let's talk about it. We'll take phone calls. We'll talk about it in depth when we come back. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Donkey of the Day is sponsored by renowned personal injury attorney Michael the Bull Lamonsoff. Don't be a donkey when you need a fighter on your side. If you're ever injured, go to michaelthebull.com. That's michaelthebull.com. And when you mess with the bull, you get the horns.
Wake that ass up.
In the morning.
The Breakfast Club.